November 12th, 1943, 4:25 p.m. Forward Operating Camp, Northern Burma. Rain hammers the jungle like gunfire. Relentless, deafening, endless. The camp is barely holding together, mud-swallowing boots, trenches collapsing, tents sagging under the weight of water. Everything is soaked. Everything rots. Men move through it like ghosts. Slower now, quieter, because something inside them has shifted, and it's not coming back. Harper sits beneath a torn canvas sheet, staring at his hands. They're trembling, not from fear, not even from exhaustion, but from something harder to name. Across from him, Donnelly tries to light a cigarette. The match fizzles out instantly in the damp air. "Hell with it," he mutters, tossing it aside. For a moment, neither speaks. They don't need to. The silence says enough. "Got another one this morning," Donnelly finally says, voice low. Harper doesn't look up. "Japanese?" Donnelly shakes his head. "No." A pause. "Villager." Harper closes his eyes. "Of course, it's become routine now. That's the worst part. Not the firefights, not the ambushes. Those they understand, those they can fight. But this steady trickle of starving civilians wandering into military zones, collapsing, dying. There's no strategy for that, no victory. Captain Whitaker says they're coming from deeper inland now," Donnelly continues. "Means it's spreading." Harper finally looks up. "Spreading? Famine doesn't stay put," Donnelly replies. October 21st, 1943, 2:40 p.m. A rural road, Bengal province. The truck grinds to a halt with a violent jolt. Dust surges forward in a choking cloud, swallowing everything for a moment. The engine idles, rattling like it might fall apart. No one speaks. Then the dust begins to settle. And what it reveals silences even the veterans. Bodies, not scattered, not chaotic, lined. Dozens of them, arranged along the side of the road like something deliberate, like someone tried to give order to death. Harper's breath catches. At first, his mind refuses to accept it. His eyes search for movement, any movement. A twitch, a breath. Nothing. "Stay in the truck," Sergeant Donnelly orders, but his voice lacks its usual edge, because he knows they won't. One by one, boots hit the ground. The heat is relentless. It presses down, baking the earth, carrying that same sickening smell stronger now. Closer, Harper steps forward slowly. You can almost feel it under your boots, the brittle crunch of dry dirt, the unnatural stillness of a place where life has stopped. A young soldier beside him mutters, "Were they executed?" It would make sense. That's the kind of horror they've been trained for. Gunshots, violence, an enemy you can see. But there are no bullet wounds, no blood, just emptiness. Sunken cheeks, hollow eyes, staring at nothing. A woman lies on her side, one arm wrapped around a child no older than 3. The child's face is buried in her chest as if asleep. November 3rd, 1943, 11:48 p.m. Jungle perimeter, Indo-Burma border. The jungle doesn't sleep. It breathes. A slow, suffocating rhythm, thick with humidity, alive with unseen movement. Leaves whisper, insects scream. Somewhere in the distance, something howls, then stops abruptly. Harper lies prone in the mud, his rifle aimed into darkness that feels almost solid. Sweat drips down his neck, mixing with dirt. His uniform clings to him like a second skin. This is it. This is the war they trained for. Enemy territory. Japanese lines just miles ahead. Every shadow could be a soldier. Every sound, a signal. And yet, something feels off. Because even here, at the edge of combat, he can't shake what he's seen. Stay sharp. Donnelly whispers beside him, eyes scanning the tree line. Harper nods, but his focus drifts, not to the jungle, to a memory, a road, a child, a mother's scream. He blinks hard, forcing it away, because here, hesitation gets you killed. A sudden rustle, everyone freezes, rifles rise, safety catches click off in near-perfect unison. The jungle holds its breath. Then, a figure stumbles into the faint moonlight. Not a soldier, not armed, a man, thin, barefoot, barely standing. For a split second, no one moves. 'Cause this doesn't make sense. Not here, not this deep. Hold fire! Carter hisses. The man takes another step forward, then collapses. Harper is already moving before the order comes. Harper. Donnelly starts. October 26th, 1943. 6:05 a.m. Forward supply route, Eastern India Road to Assam. The convoy snakes through a narrow dirt road carved between dense jungle and dying land. Engines growl. Tires crush gravel. Metal rattles. But inside the trucks, no one talks. Not anymore. The men of Merrill's Marauders sit with their rifles, their gear, their thoughts, and something heavier than both. Memory. Harper stares ahead, eyes unfocused. The road blurs in and out as the truck lurches forward. But he's not seeing the road. He's seeing that line of bodies again. That child. Still warm. Still. A sudden jolt snaps him back. The truck slows, then stops. Donnelly leans forward, squinting past the driver. What now? No answer. Just movement ahead. Carter jumps down first, boots hitting the dirt. Hold position, he calls back. The men follow anyway, because they already know. They can feel it. Up ahead, the road is blocked. Not by debris, not by enemy forces, by people. Dozens of them, maybe more. Men, women, children standing, sitting, barely standing. A human wall stretched across the road, too weak to move quickly, too desperate to step aside. Their eyes lock onto the convoy, and in that moment, you can almost feel it. Hope. Raw. Fragile. Dangerous. One of the villagers steps forward, a gaunt man clutching what looks like an empty sack. He doesn't speak English. He doesn't need to. His hands say everything. Food. Please. Stay back! A British escort officer shouts, stepping forward. October 17th, 1943, 5:12 a.m. Karachi Port, British India. The ship hasn't even fully docked, and already, something feels wrong. A humid wind rolls off the harbor, thick with salt, coal smoke, and something else, something sour, rotting. The kind of smell that sticks to the back of your throat. Private First Class Daniel Harper grips the railing of the troop transport, his knuckles pale under the dim orange glow of dockside lamps. Around him, American soldiers lean forward, squinting into the early morning haze. They expected heat. They expected dust. They didn't expect this. Below, the docks are alive, but not with the organized chaos of a military port. Not like Naples. Not like Liverpool. This is different. Men move slowly. Too slowly. Thin, no. Skeletal figures stagger under loads that look too heavy for their bodies. Children weave through the crowd barefoot, their eyes wide, their ribs visible even from this distance. One of them isn't moving at all. Jesus. Someone whispers behind Harper. The gangplank slams into place with a hollow echo. Orders are barked. Boots hit wood. The men begin to disembark. And with every step closer, the reality sharpens. You can almost feel it, the weight in the air, pressing down on your chest. A British officer waits at the bottom, clipboard in hand, his uniform crisp, his face tired in a way that doesn't come from lack of sleep. "Welcome to India, gentlemen," he says flatly. No one responds, because right behind him, a man. August 14th, 1945, 9:03 a.m., Calcutta, British India. The war is ending. You can feel it in the air. Not relief. Not yet. Just a shift. A strange, uncertain pause between chaos and whatever comes next. The streets of Calcutta are crowded, more alive than before, but still marked by everything that came before it. Buildings stand, markets function, trains arrive and depart. But the scars? They're everywhere. Invisible to some, unavoidable to others. Sergeant William Donnelly steps off the transport truck slowly, his boots hitting the pavement with a weight that has nothing to do with gear. He's thinner now, older, not in years, but in something deeper. Behind him, Harper follows. Different too, quieter. The kind of quiet that doesn't go away. They've survived the jungle, the firefights, the long marches. They've done what soldiers are supposed to do. They've fought and lived. So why does this feel harder? The city hums around them. Vendors call out. Carts rattle. People move with purpose. But as they walk through the streets, they begin to notice it. Not what's there, what's missing. Remember this place? Donnelly mutters. Harper nods slowly. I do. But it's not the same. Because they're not the same. They pass a narrow alley. Harper slows. His eyes drift to the side. And for a moment, he sees it again. Not clearly, not literally, but in memory. A figure slumped against a wall. A hand reaching out. A voice too weak to speak. He blinks. It's gone. Just an empty sea.